service, right? It's actually pretty site specific because we found the site in the hotel. It's actually we rent few rooms and then also the hallway to become our exhibit sitting, right? So and then also that we want to choose some names that is not specific to our work because each student has their distinct style and their different topic on our own work. So that it's really hard to find any names that kind of describe all of every work that we did because everything is so different. So that's why we choose the name from the setting. Because it's a hotel, so say, and then we display our work in different rooms, so we say that's a room service. Yeah, this is my third piece, and then the name is called Self-Portrait The Confirmation. For this piece, it's more like it's dealing with my really personal thinking of who I am, and then what I'm really dealing with. But I think that's also why I choose this setting, because you know those dead fishes, they are kind of stink too. Yeah, so if you want to go in and take close shot, that you see that I actually superimpose the fish's skin on my body.
This is a peep show I've made, and what it is it's a stop motion animation of gummy bears having sex. It's only about a minute or two long, and it's on a loop. We are modern students living in a modern time, and we try to make our work to reflect that. We don't want to, while we might acknowledge the masters of the past, we're not necessarily trying to imitate them or redo their works. We're trying to find our own way.
My name is Laura Giger, and I'm part of the theater show 2004 in the Visual Studies program in the University of Toronto. And it was one of my work, and it's called The Invisible Spectator. And the idea was to create something between reality and fiction. People don't know who's behind them, and they're looking at the printings, and then somebody is coming behind them. Right now I'm standing in the shadow thing, but people are very surprised because actually shadows are proof for reality. And it's, I don't know if you know the vampire stories, but vampires, they don't have shadows, and he's the opposite. You have the shadows but not the real person. And I play a little bit with this. And also I have all the time people who are watching my work, even nobody's here. So it's a little bit a reason for myself that still people are interested in my work because there's somebody watching it. It's on my own shadow, so I created. I was interested in the combination between digital, because this test pattern I use, it refers to the digital age or television age, whatever, because it comes in the end of a show, and I want to transfer it to an analog material and produce it in a very traditional way, like knitting. And the second idea then was that it also actually means this test pattern, it is a signal, but it's not in real information because it's almost useless. It's at the end of the program, so nothing comes what you really can use as spectator. So I thought that's very interesting because the title of it is The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. And that means for me the question between sitting on the sofa watching TV the whole day, maybe knitting something, maybe knitting a wall carpet, instead of going out and doing something. So how much can represent TV channels reality? How many TV channels do you need to represent reality? If it's possible or not? So all these questions about this sitting in front and be passive or be active and go out, and also the very strange thing between a very digital thing and an analog thing, that it maybe it's very it's a confusion because you know it only from TV, and it's not touchable actually. And these knitting things are very, what is it, tactile, or I don't know, something. So that was